For the last 2 weeks, the world has watched the escalating conflict in the Middle East through the lens of energy prices, because 20% of the global seaborne oil comes from that region. But behind the scenes, a second crisis is unfolding, which is the total gridlock of global shipping. The Strait of Hormuz, which is just 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point between Iran and Oman, also handles a major share of container trade connecting Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Ships crossing the Persian Gulf now face higher costs because the geopolitical tension around Iran is causing delays, raising insurance costs, or even a complete pause in ship movements. And when shipping becomes expensive, everything inside those ships also becomes expensive. Think about it. 1/3 of the world's fertilizer comes from the Gulf region. And when it becomes difficult to ship that fertilizer, the cost of agriculture goes up. And when agriculture becomes costlier, food prices also go up. The Gulf region also accounts for roughly 45% of the world's sulfur, which is a byproduct of oil and gas refining, but is a key commodity used in fertilizers, car batteries, chemicals, and even computer chips. The auto industry is affected because car factories depend on petrochemicals, plastics, and global supply chains moving through these trade routes. Even electronics, clothing, and household goods can face delays when shipping routes in the Gulf becomes expensive. Then you have helium gas, which is a byproduct of natural gas processing, but is vital for semiconductor chip manufacturing and medical MRI scanners in hospitals because of its cooling characteristics. Qatar provides about 1/3 of the world's helium, and with Qatar Energy announcing a production halt and the Strait of Hormuz closed, that supply is effectively cut off. So spot prices of helium have doubled since the Iran war started. So now chip fabrication plants in Taiwan and South Korea are already warning of production pauses. No chips means no new gadgets. Since shipping is now risky, air freight has also increased in recent days. Now who pays for that increase? It's usually the consumer. So don't be surprised if there is a logistics surcharge on gadgets this summer. In a globalized world, one regional conflict can disrupt thousands of supply chains. And it's not just physical goods. Missile strikes at data centers in the UAE and other places have caused latency spikes for users of Amazon Web Services or AWS and Microsoft Azure cloud services in the region. That's why investors, shipping companies, and governments are watching the Persian Gulf so closely. The Iran war is not just a geopolitical story. It's a reminder that global trade still depends on a few fragile choke points. You might live thousands of miles away from the Middle East, but when the trade slows in the Strait of Hormuz, the shockwaves can reach every supermarket, petrol pump, car showroom, and even hospitals in the world. Follow for more such insights into global trade and geopolitics.